Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel. Today I bring you a very important news update from South Sudan. The news we share today is not just about politics, it is about justice, about peace and about the future of South Sudan. It is about Dr. Machar, the first vice president, and about the decision being made by the government led by Kim Yadid. Before we proceed, if you are new here to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to help the channel, subscribe to the channel, like, share the videos, and do not forget to hit the notification bell. We will break this story into different parts so that you can understand it well. We will look at many things. The first one is the announcement of charges against Dr. Riek Machar and others. Reaction and concern about how justice is being handled in South Sudan. The suspension order from President Kiir, the silent and warning from Nuer spiritual leader Machar, and finally my own reflection and comment on each step. Please stay with me until the end and don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video so more people can understand what is happening in South Sudan. On Thursday, September 11, the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Dr. Joseph Gengakech, stood before the press in Juba. He says something very serious that first Vice President Dr. Machar, together with 8 top leaders and 21 other people, had been formally charged with some of the biggest crime a person can face. The list of charges is long. It includes murder, treason, conspiracy and common intention, act against the state authority, crime against humanity, financing terrorist act. According to the government, these charges are connected to an attack in March in Nasser, Upper State, where more than 250 soldiers lost their life, according to the government report. The government said the attack was carried out by the Nuer Army militia and that Dr. Riek Machar was linked to it. Of course, this allegation was denied by Riek Machar supporters and that it was misleading. It was just an idea of arresting Riek Machar or held Dr. Machar accountable for something that he did not done. So Riek Machar along with other leaders were named. These include Potkang, the Minister of Petroleum, and General Gabriel Doblam. President Salva Kiir later issued a decree broadcast on state television announcing that Machar and Potkang were suspended from their position until the trial end. Now, this news has shocked many people across South Sudan. For some, it feels like justice. For others, it feels like politics. We must understand something important here. Being accused is not the same as being guilty. If there's no clear evidence, then putting leader in prison will not bring peace. What South Sudan really needs right now is not punishment, but South Sudan needs dialogue. After this announcement, many voices reacted across South Sudan and across the world. One of the strongest reactions came from political commentator Joel Nomngek. He said clearly that justice in this case cannot be trusted because the people in charge of the trial are not independent. He explained that the Chief Justice was appointed by the President Salva Kiir himself. The Minister of Justice comes from a will which is also linked to the President allies. Businessman Bull Mill, a powerful figure close to the President, has too much influence in the justice system, he said. Nomngek said this looked like less justice and more like tribal politics, where power is used to target political rivals. He even mentioned a shocking allegation that the Minister of Justice was promised $30 million through a Dubai bank to put these charges forward. This information cannot be confirmed, of course, but it shows the level of mistrust among the people. He added that the judgment is already decided. The outcome is fixed before the trial even starts. This is not justice, this is politics. However, Nomngek also reminded us that not all people are part of this problem. He said that most Dinka ordinary citizens have no issue with Machar or the Nuer people. The problem comes only from a small group of leaders in power. So here is my intake. This shows us something very important. Justice must be free and fair. If people believe that the judges are controlled, then the court will lose respect. A country without trusted justice cannot be peaceful. South Sudan needs real justice, not politics dressed as justice. On the same day the charges were announced, President Salva Kiir signed another decree. The decree says that Dr. Machar and Potkang must step down from their office until the trial is finished, like we order here. And this order usually Kiir always broadcasted through the SSBC, the state television. And the Justice Minister also repeated the 9 members of the opposition SPLI, including Machar, will be tried for murder, treason, and crime against humanity. Now here's the problem. The 2018 peace agreement, which was signed between Kiir and Machar, say clearly that the first vice president cannot just be removed or suspended by president. His position is protected under the peace deal. This raises a big question, right? Is the suspension order even legal? Some legal experts say yes, because the constitution gave the president the power to suspend and remove immunity, but others say no, because the peace agreement has more power during the transitional period and it protects the first vice president. But I believe the transitional period has broken already, so Kiir has the right to do anything necessary possible for for his part. This disagreement has created tension and mistrust. Supporters of Dr. Machar see it as an attack on the peace deal itself. Supporters of Salva Kiir Mayardit see it as a legal step. If leaders do not respect the peace agreement, then peace will collapse. Agreements are promises, and when promises are broken, trust disappears. South Sudan cannot afford another war. Leaders must protect the peace agreement at all costs. But there's no more trust on this case. The trusts are already broken, and only God will save South Sudan at this point. While the government has been making moves, the Nuer spiritual leader, Machar, has been quiet since his last warning. A few days ago, he gave a message to the government: release Dr. Machar and Gerald Dwovlam or face the risk of conflict in Upper Nile and Malakal. So far, the government has not answered his demand. The silence is worrying. And Stephen Parkour, the interim chairman, described Machar as a mad person. And this is the indication that there's no peace. Machar supporters say his demand is simple: release Riek Machar to bring peace and stability. They argue that you cannot keep such a senior leader under house arrest forever. The longer the government ignores this demand, the more dangerous the situation becomes. If the people feel their voices are ignored, it can easily lead to new clashes. So ignoring the civilian call, this can lead to a different direction, and it will create chaos in the country, in South Sudan. Ignoring peaceful call is not the way. If the government truly wants peace, they must listen. Keeping a leader in prison does not silence his people. In fact, it can make them even more demanding. Determine it. Dialogue, not silence, is not the answer, right? So silence is not the answer. Dear viewer, what we have heard today is not just one story. It is the story of justice, politics, peace, and tribalism in South Sudan. We saw charges being made against Dr. Machar and others. We had concern that the trial may not be fair. We saw the president order to suspend Machar and Port Kang. We heard the silence of Makwai who had demanded Machar release. All these stories point to one truth. South Sudan stands at a crossroad. The choice made now will decide whether the country walk the road of peace or fall again into the fire of conflict. I want to tell you clearly, peace is more important than power. If South Sudan leaders want to see peace, they must put dialogue above politics and unity above tribalism. Putting leaders in jail without proof will never bring peace, but dialogue, forgiveness, and justice can heal the wound of South Sudan. Thank you, my brother and sister, for watching this long update. If you want South Sudan to be peaceful, please share this video, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Changfied YouTube channel for more updates. Together, let us speak for peace. Together, let us stand for justice. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.